From the 27, play action. Over the middle, that's London, sliding catch. Out across the 45. First quarter. Play action pass, 19 yards. The result.
Darnell Mooney one-on-one at the bottom.
Cousins looks right, has a man. Touchdown, Drake London. And we are tied with the extra point to come the entire way down the field.
There wasn't in here. Darius Slay, he gets fooled, but he's got his eyes more on Cousins than he does Drake London. As London comes off the ball, he's cluing on Cousins. And London, there wasn't a whole lot to the route. He comes up, stutters, goes to the front of the end zone, and just Slay just gets caught.
Empty backfield. And the throw wide open for the touchdown, Drake London. What a start for Atlanta.
So you're going to see the communication trying to happen right here. If they do that, what are we going to do? And so one of them heard one thing. Najee Johnson thought they were going to switch it off, and on the outside heard something completely different. So a very impressive drive on top of what we saw.
Big play. Third down and 31. Cousins complete along the near sideline. London pulls it in at the 24.
Love to see him get his hands on the football here early.
2nd and 10. Pass is thrown over the middle. It's caught inside the 5 and all the way to the end zone. Drake London for the touchdown. 6 seconds, 7 plays, 70 yards, and 6 points.
Yeah, KJ Brett's an issue in coverage. Servastier Dennis is out of this game, the starting linebacker. Britt is very good against the run. He's a downhill thumper as a middle linebacker, but in coverage, they attacked on that opening drive.
Of the Atlanta Falcons. Watching his man Cousins go deep downfield, and it's going to be caught at the 50-yard line. Pulled in by Drake London.
Right here, he'll initially run, and then he'll give Drake London off to Terrence Whitehead or Jordan Whitehead. And that's where I think he loses the football. When Whitehead comes over to try to help out, there's no chance of him locating the football.
3rd down, 3rd and 3. Fired, caught, London to the 45-yard line. He goes. His giant night continues, and he's shaken up tonight. 13 targets for 154. Injury timeout.
Now look at him off the line of scrimmage, just kind of an option route. It's just up to him to kind of find that soft spot, and he does a perfect job of being patient. See right away he's feeling some pain, and he and Cousins, really it's the first time this year that we've seen Cousins in sync and on time with his receivers, most notably Drake London.
Algier the back, hits in motion. Cousins fires. Oh, touchdown Falcons, Drake London. Between a couple of defenders.
Look at Drake London. He's going to fake the fade and then kind of pirouette back inside. I don't know if this was supposed to be a slant or not, but I love what he did. He got to the catch point, strong hands, big body. Kirk Cousins knew what to do with the football. Got him right in the face mask. He knew he was going to get tagged.
Off another play action fake. Cousins looking for London, who elevates for the grab, and his touchdown shy of the 20 by Carson.
His time in Minnesota, he was the best play action quarterback in football. Last year, having a career year before, of course, the Achilles injury. You see him, he's a lot more in what they call.
Cousins climbing the pattern again. Up top for his red zone machine. Touchdown, Drake London.
He won that one, but now he's matched up with a big body. London, he's become their slot receiver, was drafted to play outside. Zach Robinson, the offensive coordinator, loves him inside that number 2 position, and that's just a big body.
On first down, Cousins hit as he throws. Tight window, Drake London. What a strike from Cousins.
Of this ball. See Drake London, he's working at the top. Shamarjon Charles, the corner, and this ball is thrown before Drake London even remotely gets his head around. He's got pressure in his face. But it's nothing vastly different from what they've been doing.
Cousins looking to throw. He's got all day. Zips one over midfield. He's got Drake London. 45-yard line.
You know, just to finish that point on Joe Woods, really nice catch there. You see,
on the field is a catch down by contact, enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, he's clearly down. London has the ball. You know, so it's, yes, all these man coverages, whether it's too high safety man.
Pressure coming. Picked up over the middle. A strike, and it's Drake London. Inside the 35-yard line. 20 yards.
Just a great job using the orbit motion. He gets into a stack right behind Kyle Pitts. And then look at Alontae Taylor playing outside leverage. Carl Granderson, the defensive end, number 96. He's the free dropper. He's supposed to drop inside of any in-breaking route to get two on that route by London. And good ball placement, thrown it to the window.
They line up to go for it, and they will on 4th and 1. Cousins looking. Sets up. Downfield, he's got London. And London with a first down at the 35.
How about, we talked about that offensive line. Just watch how much they strain here and give Kirk Cousins the time in that pocket. Just how you drew it up, right, Kevin?
You had to give him time. Look at this.
This is phenomenal. I mean, we talked about how important it is for this group. I mean, that's perfect.
Cousins given time, throws it in there. It is London, and it's Griffin who's got it. Both guys fighting for the ball. It's a catch for London and a first down for Atlanta.
Listen, I think Shaq Griffin, he initially caught it. So, yeah, it's simultaneous possession, and then it just becomes a fight.
1,000-yard season in his rookie year. Made the Pro Bowl. Pump fake. Downfield throw. Wide open. Caught for a touchdown. There is Drake London. And the Falcons strike first from 30 yards out.
Drake London, fake the slant, and then go vertical. Lewis, you talked about it. Jack Jones with the eyes in the backfield. Right to Kirk Cousins. Look at this little shoulder fake right there. Got him. And just all you got to do is not miss him. Beautiful, timely call.
You know why I love this kind of play, even though I'm a former DB who hates to see a DB do this?
There we go.
But that is scouting 101 right there. That's what that is.
Game plan.
Jack Jones is a guy who has 4 career pick sixes. The way you get pick sixes is because you take some chances.
And here it comes. Penix with a clean pocket, fires and finds Drake London for a first down into Giants territory.
And again, he's going to be in there. He's going to hang in that pocket with everything collapsing around him. Watch the location of the throw. That is the big thing. The one thing that you'll hear about is his location. It was something he talked about. I know that that's something that really is important at this NFL level.
Penix looking over the middle. He finds Drake London. London dancing around into the secondary and into Giants territory to the 41-yard line. Pick up of 15.
Manage your emotions on the field. Remember, it was Drake London who got in that dust up there at the end of the first half. And I love it. I love the emotion, and you can just see this is physical. Watch him finish right here on Raheem Lane.
Getting beat on, it wears you down.
First down achieved, going to the air, going to London. Drake London sliding out of bounds with the catch at the 36-yard line. 4th down. Penix fires, caught, London spinning away inside the 20. Drake London to the 19-yard line, 31 on 4th and 11.
Is what gets this guy open. Watch London, this little move at the top of the route here. He's going to sell Sandra Still on that one and create that opportunity. That's the same move he used against the Eagles. He's been using it all night to get open one-on-one on the outside. That is a big-time play.
2nd down and 10 from the 41. Looking to see if this Atlanta offense can get in gear. Penix drives it. Catch breaking away from two defenders is London. And that helps kickstart.
About the timing of Michael Penix. Here it is again on display. That ball's out and to Drake London with nice pace on it. And then a really good job by London breaking through the initial two tacklers. Caleb Evans, number 29, right there on the spot. Can't get him down before later on.
Line of scrimmage is the 48. They get the play off. Penix, they handle the rush. Penix whips it downfield, complete to London. 25 yards as he rips it to the sideline, and the Falcons are in business with under 2 minutes to play in this first half. They trail the Panthers by 7.
And then his body part hits out of bounds, incomplete for that reason, fellas.
Yeah, you nailed that one, Gene. So close, but not there.
8 seconds. Try it again. London, touchdown. Creating big plays. They ran it the same way this time for the score.
And when you mention big body receiver.
57 seconds to play in this third quarter. The Falcons find themselves down by 7. Fake the handoff. Penix driving it downfield, drops it in the bucket. London, 40 yards.
What have we talked about with them so far? The inability to hit the deep ball because they haven't had time on task. Evan Washburn talked about it with us earlier this week. How do you manufacture that when you're not able to run these?
Falcons are down. The Buccaneers are up. Penix. Oh, what a bullet! Touchdown! Drake London! Scintillating.
Does this play look familiar, Atlanta fans? Substitute Drake London for Kyle Pitts. Substitute 3rd and 20 for 4th and 13 last week against Washington. And it's essentially the same play. You just change the receiver, change the personnel, and he rips that throw right down the seam.